All Saints Waccamaw Church in Pawleys Island has a long history that stretches back to the early 1700s. The land where it sits was once owned by Percival and Ann Pawley, rice planters who also owned much of modern-day Pawleys Island.
The old church at All Saints is actually the fourth church building at this site. The first wooden chapel here was built in the 1730s but was destroyed by fire in 1798. The second wood chapel was replaced by a Greek revival sanctuary in 1843, and it survived several major hurricanes, but then was also destroyed by fire in 1915.
The old church that stands here today was built in 1915 and looks just like the 1843 church, just a little smaller. It was built to last, with brick covered by a scored stucco. It has Doric columns and a Doric frieze on three sides of the building. It is also notable for its large center aisle with a covered tray ceiling.
The old church stands near Chapel Creek, which flows out to the Waccamaw River. Before the days of cars, many parishioners would travel to the church by boat. Nearby Kings River Road has been in use since colonial times, but it was a dirt track running through thick forest, so the water was often easier for traveling.
The church cemetery here was created in the 1820s. Many of the early people buried here were leading public figures of the Waccamaw Neck during the Rice era. The cemetery is noted as a significant collection of outstanding gravestone art.
One of the graves here is purported to be that of Alice Flagg, one of our area's famous ghosts. Alice was the young sister of Dr. Allard Flagg, who owned the Hermitage in Murrells Inlet. Alice met and fell in love with a lumberman.
But when the man came to call on Alice at the Hermitage, her brother refused to let them see each other. The two met in secret and became engaged. When her brother saw the gold ring on Alice's hand, he sent her to a boarding school in Charleston. She fell ill with malaria, and Dr. Flagg brought her back to Murrells Inlet, where she died. Dr. Flagg found her engagement ring on a ribbon around her neck and threw it into the marsh.
People report that 150 years later, they sometimes see Alice in the graveyard in her favorite long white dress, clutching one hand to her chest where the ring once laid.
Whether you see Alice or not, the church and graveyard at All Saints Church is a beautiful place full of history, well worth a visit.